It's time where you planted now comes alive.
Hello, greetings, and welcome. I am Dr. Dominique Douglas Hendricks, better known as Dr. DDH, and I am super excited that you've decided to join me on this journey. Now, if this is the first time you've heard of me, you've just happened to come across this page, you're free to pause. Go to the description, check out our website, check out other content to get a little bit more understanding of who I am, what I bring to the table, but particularly what this organization and ministry is all about, divine birthing. So I just want to pause for any of my truly expecting moms. Congratulations. But this is not that kind of room. This divine birthing is about honoring what the Lord has put inside of us to birth out into the earth. What is that vision, that mission? What is that project? What is that book? What is that idea that's been bubbling up, stirring up inside of you? And you have to, in this season, birth it out. Well, if that is you, welcome. You're in the right space. Now, each month, there will be an overall umbrella theme, a particular topic that we will be discussing that has everything to do with our Christian faith and that of divine birthing. Within that month, each week, there will be a particular teaching designed to encourage you, inspire you to bring forth your fruit. Okay? So again, welcome to this journey. Please be sure to check out the description for all of the products, the merch, ways in which we can have one-on-one counseling, coaching, consulting for individuals, for families, for women, for ministry leaders and organizations. Welcome to Dr. DDH, Divine Birthing. All right, now, let's get right into it. For the month of February 2026, when you go to the app, you are invited to learn more about our overarching theme, which is birthing love that flows through grace. On that app is the monthly devotional, and it will particularly teach you about John 15 and 12. That is the focal scripture for the month. But for this week, we are focusing on love begins with abiding. Love begins with abiding. And our scripture for this week is John 15, 4 and 5. Remain in me and I in you. Just as the branch cannot bear fruit by itself unless it remains in the vine, so neither can you unless you remain in me. Listen, family, whether you lead a ministry, whether you're a business owner, whether you're in a classroom, whether you're leading a creative project or a household, everything you are birthing in this season will be sustained by connection, not capacity. Jesus does not command love in isolation. Rather, he commands love in the context of remaining. So the divine birthing journey always begins with intimacy before the impact. Let's hop right into point number 1. Abiding is the source of sustainable love. Abiding is the source of sustainable love. Now, abiding is not a feeling. It is a posture. So in leadership, in the arts, and in service industries, we are often rewarded for the output, but God prioritizes overflow over exhaustion. So love that flows from abiding is not reactive. Rather, it is a response to God's presence. Love that flows from abiding is not reactive, but rather a response to God's presence. So when we skip abiding, love becomes transactional. But when we remain, love becomes transformational. So abiding keeps love rooted in grace rather than performance. Now let's hop to point number 2. Love cannot be produced. It must be received. Love cannot be produced. It must be received. So you cannot give what you have not received. Many believers are attempting to sort of manufacture, manipulate, re engineer love through discipline, through this commitment, instead of receiving it through intimacy. Jesus loved consistently because he remained continually connected to the Father, and we're required to do the same thing. In order for us to divinely birth that idea, that vision, we have to be and we have to remain connected to our source. In divine birthing terms, the womb must be filled before delivery can occur. So if love feels heavy, if it feels strained, if it feels like an obligation, it is often a signal that reception has been neglected. All right. Point number 3. Remaining is an act of faith, not passivity. Remaining is an act of faith, not passivity. So abiding requires intentional choices, such as choosing prayer over pressure, presence over productivity, and communion over comparison. So when we choose those intentional things such as prayer, presence, and communion, that is what's going to be the key in this season to keep you sustaining and remaining as an act of faith. So remaining as an act of faith, remaining is faith that God will produce fruit without frantic striving. Remaining is faith that God will produce the fruit without the added on straining and striving. Okay? This truth applies to everything, every industry and sector, the pulpit, studios, whether that's a particular project, the boardroom, even in your living room. God is calling us to abide. Now, here is your action, your call to action for this week. I want you to set aside 10 minutes daily. It's not a lot of time. And for some of you, you're already doing it. So increase that by an increment of 2 to 5 additional minutes to simply remain. Remain. No agenda, no performance, no extra expectation. Just remain. Ask God, where have I been pouring without remaining? For our entrepreneurs, our business, our ministry leaders, pastors, ministers of the fivefold, ask the Lord, where have I been pouring without remaining? To our mothers, to our fathers, our entrepreneurs, our families, ask the Lord, where have I been pouring without remaining? Journal, write it down, record yourself, do a video blog, whatever it is, but allow God to reveal what he wants you to receive, which is his love deeply. He desires to commune with us. He desires to remain with us. That's where we will receive his divine blueprints. That's where we will birth divinely. I hope this message this week has encouraged you that love begins with abiding. Again, hop over to the app, continue to learn more about birthing love that flows from grace, all in the month of February 2026. I'll see you next week for part 2.
It's time where you planted now comes